friends. Welcome to the Decade Dance. Hopefully, you guys are well hydrated, stocked up on your vervain, ready to dance. Because this is going to be dance themed, a lot of what we're going to be doing today is going to be about music. So, hopefully, you also like and know music. Let's see some of the trivia that we're going to do. It's going to be a lot of trivia basically, but some of it is going to be like just general knowledge, history, if you will, since this is 50s, 60s themed. Some of it is obviously going to be geared towards the Vampire Diaries because that's why we're here. So yeah, there's going to be a variety of different types of questions. So it'll be fun. I'm excited to see what you guys are going to say in response to some of these questions. We have three, I can do numbers, three different games that are lined up. We'll see if we get through all three of them. Depending on how it goes, we might not get through all three. I plan on doing maybe like an hour, maybe a little bit longer, depending on how long, we chat and stuff. It'll really pretty much depend on you guys and how like chatty you guys are, how interacted and engaged you guys are. But yeah, we have some games lined up. The first game that we are going to do is going to be general knowledge. It's not specific to the Vampire Diaries, except for the fact that this is trivia that is based on the 50s and the 60s, because that is the theme of tonight's Decade Dance, because that is the theme of the Decade Dance in seasons 1 and seasons 2. And since this readathon is pretty much based on season 2, I figured we just lump season in there with it, might as well just 2 for 1 there. So yeah, the 60s and the 50s will be together. So we're going to do some general trivia. I'm going to show you guys some pictures of some items, and we're going to see if you guys know what these things are. These are things that existed in the 50s and or 60s, but they do not exist today, or at the very least, they have kind of been phased out. So even if they still exist, nobody really uses it anymore, if that makes sense. So that'll be our first game that we'll dip our toes into. First, hello to everyone that is in the chat. How is it going? I actually know where my camera is today. Hello, everyone. Hopefully your Saturday is going well. What's that noise? Maybe it's the sump pump. I'm like hearing weird noises that I'm not used to hearing, but it might be the sump pump. Yeah, hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully you're enjoying your Saturday. Hopefully you're enjoying your weekend. Let's see, we got Kita. Hello, Kita. How are you? How's your day going? Thank you. Thank you, Glenda. How are you? How's your Saturday? Hello, Beatrice. How are you? Do I have any co-hosts Mr. Readathon faction on screen? I do not know. I'm not sure. I know that Paco he just left here, not literally here, but like he was in town. So he is on his way back to California now. I think Vanessa is on vacation. She's at the beach somewhere. I'm not sure where, like what beach she's at, but she's on vacation. I'm not sure where everyone else is. I can't speak for anyone else. Those are the only two who I know that they will not be here for sure. But anyone else, I don't know. You might have to poke them, see where they're at, see if they're coming, because I have no idea. I know. And that's partially my fault because listen, this month has been a lot. I'm not even going to lie. First of all, I'm feeling so much better. Not that anyone asked, but I want to put it out there because some people were asking earlier in the week, like how I was feeling. This is probably the first day that I have actually felt good. All the rest of the days this week, it has been like me trying to like drag myself through cement. Like that is how I have felt all week, just from being sick. I think I possibly had pneumonia. I don't really know what's going on. I mean, I'm still not fully recovered, but I don't feel like I'm dying anymore, which is good. I'm still having like some respiratory issues and like some breathing issues and like a really nasty cough, but it is not nearly as bad as it was for like the past 7 or 8 days. So that has also put me in a good mood, just the fact that I feel better and I can breathe out of my nose now. My nose is no longer stopped up. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself by saying that, but my nose is no longer stopped up. But I say all that to say, that I have not been as active on YouTube as I would like to have been, especially this month in particular. I haven't been like on people's sprints as much as I would like to be because most of the time I'm not home or like near my computer because I'm either at work, I'm at my mom's house, or I'm doing stuff. Like I've built so much furniture. Oh my gosh, I spent like 6 hours to like was it what's today Saturday? I think Thursday. Spent like 6 hours building furniture. So like that was exhausting. So like it's just been really busy just trying to put my life back together. House update. My bedroom is almost done. I'm thinking that like in 2 weeks I can actually like say that my bedroom is fully not just like done renovation and construction wise, but like done in terms of like furniture, most of the decor, all that kind of stuff. So so happy. Bathroom we still I don't want to talk about it, you know? So that's a conversation for another day. But yeah, we are getting closer to being for me to be able to come home. So like I've been dealing with all of that stuff. So yeah, it's just been a busy time basically between work and house stuff and readathon stuff and then being sick for the last like 2 weeks, on top of the fact that I was sick at the end of last month. So I've basically been sick for the last 2 months. So it's been a wild ride. So yes, I barely see anyone. Don't feel bad. It's not just you. I barely see anyone. I'm so sorry. I am hoping that like once my life is put back together and I'm no longer ill and I can live in my own house again, that I will be much more present in everyone's sprints and watching videos. Like my watch later list, do not get me started on my watch later list. I don't want to talk about it. It is out of control because there are just so many videos that have come out over the last just like the last 2 weeks that I have not seen. So that's gonna be a day worth of stuff. And then also like trying to do content. Like I'm trying to like read all these books and like film all these vlogs and edit all these vlogs. Like September has been it's been a month, you know? That's what I will say. It's been a month. That's good. I'm glad, Glenda. Glad to hear it. Hello, Denise. Thank you. Thank you so much. I was trying to like channel a little bit of like Caroline season one when her and Matt went as who did they go as JFK and Jackie O. I was trying to channel that a little bit. That was the idea. So thank you, Kita. Hello, Janelle. Doing well. Just got yeah, got home just in time. Spent the day out in the city with the kiddo. Fun. I hope you guys had a good time. Hello, Sadia. How are you? Go Team Wolves. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I take responsibility. It's okay. I am reading a Bible. A Bible? Maybe it's supposed to be a book about gods and ruthless vows. Oh, reading a book about gods and ruthless vows by Rebecca Ross. Nice. I hope that you're enjoying it. Same month has also been too much. I've had so much anxiety during the last week. I'm very sorry to hear that. That is another thing that I've been working on is like trying to ever since I read that book that Michael Trevino recommended me, I find myself thinking about this book every single day. And I think it is a book that I'm probably going to think about for the rest of my life because I just find myself taking a step back in certain situations and in a lot of situations now where I'm just like, how important is this? Is this worth the energy and the effort that I was about to put into it? Is it worth stressing out about? And if like, does it really matter in the grand scheme of things? And then I'm just like, no, all right. Energy not wasted. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, Jamie. I'm so glad to see you. So, funny story, except it's not funny at all. It's actually quite tragic, but happy ending apparently. Last sprint, so on Wednesday, I was reading your comment, and when I went to click on the comment that was like after yours, I stupidly and accidentally banned you from that sprint, and I panicked. If you guys were on sprints on Wednesday, then you probably saw when I was like, "Oh my gosh, like what just happened?" Like that whole thing. It's because I accidentally banned Jamie from the stream, and I didn't know how to undo it. And I thought that I banned Jamie from my channel completely, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, like how do I fix this?" Could not fix this. Then was trying to find Jamie so I could like contact them and let them know what happened. Could not find it was a whole disaster. So I'm so glad to see that you are back and that you are not banned from the channel. And I'm so sorry for any confusion that I may have probably caused on Wednesday. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'm definitely feeling better now. Hello to Glenda. Hello, Janelle. Hello, Donna, on my last sprint for the night. Yes, it is going well so far. So far, so good. Hope that your sprints are going well too. Hello, Cherie. Hello to Elena. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. All right, we have made it to the end of our comments, so we are going to jump into our first game. Let me move myself out of the way so that that is bigger. All right, let me pull up my, which is it this button? Nope, this button. Yes. Pull up my thing so I can see what I'm doing. What does this say? Jimmy's, yes, thankfully. Thankfully. All right. Click on that. Well, you guys already know who I am. This slide was here in case I had like co-hosts here that maybe you didn't know they can introduce themselves, but you guys, obviously, if you're here, you, you probably know who I am. I don't think you would have clicked on this video if you didn't know who I was. Although, I guess just in case you managed to stumble upon this by accident, I'm Nell Diamond. I do not have a faction because I am the creator, so I did not join a faction. I felt like it would not be fair to choose a faction since I am kind of overseeing everything. But if I had to choose, I would choose the witches because Cat Graham is Bay and Queen and Life. So obviously, I'm in Maryland. I'm in the Eastern time zone. My favorite genre is romance and I guess thriller, not necessarily together, separately. Romance and thriller separate. And a book that I rated 5 stars this year. What is a book that I rated 5 stars this year? Oh, I recently read, what is that book called again? Everyone in my family has killed someone. That is the most recent book that I rated 5 stars, and I did a reading vlog for it, and it is on my channel, so you can go check that out. You can see my whole experience with that. It was actually you guys voted for on my Instagram, so thank you for that. If you voted for that book, if you did not vote for that book, then oh well, your option lost, and I'm glad that the one that won. All right. So, like I said, the first thing that we're going to do, the first game we're going to be playing, I did not come up with like creative names for these. So, this one is just called Name That Thingy. But basically, I'm going to show you an image of something that is from the 50s or the 60s. Like I said, that is the theme of tonight. And so, your job is to guess what it is, what it's called, what the name of it is, whether it's a person, an object, a place, whatever, to name whatever it is. And I need to take out a piece of paper so that I can keep score because that is what smart, responsible, organized people do, right? When you guys answer, these are not multiple choice. So let me just say that now. These are not multiple choice. So you will have to write it out. What is it? Spelling does not count because I can't spell to save my life. So it will be incredibly hypocritical for me to judge you guys on spelling. Spelling does not count. But when you submit your answer, please put like in parentheses, whether it's before your answer or after your answer, please put in parentheses in that same message with your answer what faction you are on. It is a lot easier to tell what faction everyone is on in the Discord because I've color coordinated everything. So I can tell like if your name is red, then you're a vampire. If your name is blue, then you're a human. But on YouTube, it doesn't do that. So I don't have everyone's faction. There's like over 250 people that are part of this readathon. So I don't have everyone memorized in terms of what faction you're in. So please let me know what faction you're in when you answer. That way, if your answer is correct and you're the first one to answer correctly, I know which team to assign the points to. That is very important. I'm assuming that a lot of you are here because you want to get your 100 points for your team if your team wins. So it's very important that I know what team to assign the points to. All right, here we go. First question. What is this a picture of? What is this? Who knows what this is? Let me see. Good luck to everyone. Yeah. Everyone's saying hello. Lots of hellos. Hello, Elises. Perfect. Ah, excellent. Very nicely done, Jamie. A point for the vampires. I wasn't sure who was going to get this. I can tell you right now that if I was in y'all's shoes and I had to guess what that was, I would have absolutely no idea what that is. And that picture is terrifying. So if you are afraid of clowns, I'm so sorry that I did not do a trigger warning. Probably should have done that. I apologize in advance. But yes, the correct answer is Howdy Doody. I figure that there might be someone in the chat that would know this answer, but it wouldn't be me. Like I would have, if you showed me this, I would not know what I'm looking at. I would be like, what is this? I would have assumed, what was that guy's name? Casey, like, that's what I would have thought this was. I have no idea what Howdy Doody is. Like, once I saw what it was, I was like, "Oh, I think I've heard my mom say that before," but I have no idea, like, what I know it's like a TV show or something. I don't know. So, good job. Howdy Doody, ventriloquisty, like, yeah, that would have been my guess, like, puppets, like, I don't know. Howdy okay. So, there were quite a few people that knew what this was. I'm surprised. Interesting, okay. Spelling was hilarious. It's all good. It's all good. All right, moving on to our next one. What is this? Again, keep in mind that all the pictures that I'm showing you are pictures of things that are from the 1950s slash 1960s. So it might just be from the 50s and then it was gone by the time the 60s came. It might not have existed in the 50s and they didn't get here until the 60s came. Or it could be something that crosses over the decades. Who knows? Let me see. Why didn't this open? That's not what oh, there we go. I don't do clowns. Yeah, same. I'm not, like, afraid of them, I just find them to be annoying. Hello, how are you? How's it going? What are we doing? We are doing it's called Name That Thingy. It's not a creative name of the game at all, but basically, I'm showing you guys pictures, and you have to guess what these are pictures of. A switchboard. Okay, Jamie is on it. Let me find out, okay? Another point for the vampires. Let's go, Jamie. Switchboard. Okay, so this was one that most people knew. I think that I probably would have figured it out after some time of staring at it. But when I first saw this picture, I thought it was like something to do with like someone's like you know, like in your house, how you have the different switches that control like the electricity in your house. That's what I thought that was at first. Nice. Okay. Well, you guys are good. I forget the word now, it's all good. Yes, it is a switchboard. It is a switchboard. Very nice. Yes. Yep, so you'll put your team name and your answer every time you wanna answer, that way I know who to assign the points to. Had it before Jamie. Let me see. I think this might be similar to oh, wait, I think Margaret explained this last week, but I don't remember what she said, like what the explanation was. Oh, or was it Margaret? I think it was Margaret. She was saying that when you send in your answer, I think for whatever reason, YouTube will always like put on your screen, it will always put your answer first. But that doesn't necessarily mean that when it came through, that it came through first, if that makes sense. So on your side, it might look like you had it before Jamie, but in the order that the comments are showing up, or the order that the comments are coming in on my end, Jamie's came through first, surprisingly. Could be a Wi-Fi thing, like how fast your Wi-Fi is or whatever. Not sure. Hello, how's it going? Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I thought it was a fuse box, but I was wrong. All right. I should have brought some water because my throat is getting dry. I mean, I have water. I just have to figure out where I put it. I don't remember what I did with the bottle. Let me see. Moving on to the next one. What is this thingy? And while you guys answer that, I need to figure out where my water is. Ah, there we go. Let's see. Where is the first answer? Looks like T-Birds Games got it. It is an antenna. That is correct. And also another vampire. Vampires are showing out tonight. All right, this was okay. Pretty much this one I would have gotten, I think. I think that if someone showed me this, I would have known what this was. Maybe not initially, but I would have figured it out. And also with the context of knowing that this is from like the 50s and the 60s, I would have figured this one out. Yep. Nice. I am not surprised because I feel like it was not far-fetched to think. Like I was fully expecting that someone was gonna say that these were like knitting needles or something. Like I was fully prepared for someone to say something wild like that. Oops. Yes, correct. Having flashbacks from my childhood with some of these. Yep. Had no idea. Yeah, it's all good. I mean, there are some people, like, depending on, like, when you were born, you may have never even seen these before. I, like, vaguely remember being little and, like, my grandmother and my aunt and certain people had those on their TV. I've been sipping on this Smirnoff Ice, just learned I can't type fast enough to spell accurately. Well, I can't type accurate or fast even when I'm not sipping on something like that, so don't feel bad. And this is Nightbot compelling you to subscribe. So hopefully you guys are not stocked up on Vervain and you can be compelled and you guys will subscribe. Also, Nightbot is probably going to pop in and say sip sip at some point because I forgot to turn that part off. So prepare my bedroom. There you go. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah. didn't turn that off. Whoops. It's fine. All right. Next one. Now, this one might be a little difficult. I don't know enough about this next one to be able to tell if you can figure out from this picture what it is. Hopefully, again, keep in mind this is 50s, 60s, so hope one at least one person will be able to figure out what this is. But let's get into it. Here we go. What is this? Who knows what this is? I'm drinking. I'm drinking. They still sell. Do they? I didn't know that. The rabbit ears? Huh. That's interesting. I didn't even realize that there were TVs that could still use them, to be honest. I don't know that I've seen a TV that like uses them or needs them anymore. Ah, not iodine. Human blood. It is not human blood. Iodine. Oh, interesting. Everybody thinks that it's iodine. Interesting. Oops. Robitussin is not Robitussin. Wow, everyone thinks that it's iodine. What does iodine look like? Now I'm curious. Like, what does iodine look like? Because I have no idea. It is not contact solution. What's interesting about this one is that I've heard this word before, but I didn't know what it meant. The only time I have ever heard this word was in a song that is in Rent. And in the song, when they say it, I had no idea what they were talking about. But now as of today, I was today years old when I figured out what they were talking about now that I have found this picture. It is not cough syrup. It is not penicillin. Not coffee syrup. It is reddish. I think. I don't know. I've never actually seen it outside the bottle. It is an antiseptic, but that's obvious because it literally says antiseptic on the bottle. Humma? What's that? It is not alcohol. It is mercurochrome. There you go. Jamie's on a roll. Wait a minute. How is Jamie getting all these answers? That's wild. It is mercurochrome. That is correct. Like I said, didn't even know what that was. It's in a song, in Rent. Had no idea what they were talking about until today. And apparently this was something, it was an antiseptic that was sold, regularly. And then they realized that mercury isn't necessarily the safest thing for us to be putting on or in our bodies. And so they discontinued making this. I've seen bottles like this, but with various things. Yep, it is mercurochrome. Mineral water is not mineral water. I don't know what Bactine is. I have no idea what that is. As soon as I saw Jamie's comment, I remembered the lyric. Yeah. Yep. Yes, I think I read that. I read that it stung really bad. When I was like looking up this stuff for the game, I read about that. I was like, "Ooh, good thing I missed that part of life." All right. Moving on to the next one. Okay, so this next one is it's more of a how do I just it's not like a particular object that I'm looking for you to name. It's more of like an experience. I heard my grandmother talk about this actually recently, probably like a month or two ago. She was talking about this, and when she said it, I thought I knew what she meant, and then my uncle was like, "Wait, you need to explain to her what this is because she doesn't know what that is." And then when my grandmother explained it, I was like, "Oh, okay. I didn't know what you meant." So yeah, this is more of like an experience type of thing or like a place more than it is like a thing or an object, if that makes sense. What is this? What would you call this? What would you call this? I feel like I know at least 2 of the answers that are probably gonna come in, but it's not the one that I'm looking for. Let's see, we got soda shop. I expected that people were gonna say diner. I expected that. It is not. I mean, it probably is a diner. It could be a diner. I don't know, but that's not the answer that I'm looking for. Not a speakeasy. Soda shop. Not a diner. Soda shop, diner, speakeasy, pop shop, ice cream shop, lunch counter, pop shop. So none of these are the term that I'm looking for specifically. It's not that the answers are like wrong, but it's not the answer that I'm looking for. Also, I don't know what a luncheonette is. This is a new word for me. I'm gonna have to look that up after this because I have no idea what that is. I never heard of that before. Pop shop, cafeterium. So pop shop is like it's probably the closest answer, but it's not the answer that I'm looking for. As I said, it's more of like an experience. It's like if you lived in this time period, what you would have called it. Parlor, ice cream parlor, malt shop. I see where you're going. I see where you're going. Not the answer that I'm looking for, but I get where you're going with it. You guys are close. Like I feel like y'all are so close. I'm trying to think of how to give a hint. I don't really know how to give a hint. I wish my grandmother was here. Mom and pop shop? No. Hmm. I literally don't know how to give a hint without like, giving the answer. It's not a dive bar. So like you guys are not say like soda shop, pop shop, stuff like that. But like on the weekends, this is what my grandmother told me a couple months ago. She was like, on the weekends, we would go down to the blank, and like that was like the thing that we would do like on Saturdays. And now that I've read up on this and I have a better understanding of like why these even existed, I was like, oh, so that's why it was like a thing that you guys did. To me, I'm just like, okay, so you went to the place. Like, why is this like a big to do? But like now I get it. Experience the hangouts, saloon, five and dime. Not a bad answer, but not the answer that I'm looking for. Home bar. This is Nightbot compelling you to also drink water. Sit in, not a sit in, which is close. I think the closest is probably pop shop. That's what I'm gonna say. It's probably the closest, but it's not quite what I'm looking for. Canteen, joint, greasy spoon. I like that. It is not a church. Dime store, a deli, drink shop. Ah, okay. Let me know. Do you guys want to keep guessing or do you want me to give you the answer? Because we can move on to the next one if you guys like wave the white flag and give up. Or I can let you keep guessing. I'm fine either way. Why is this not working? Oh, juke joint. Not a bad answer, but not the answer I'm looking for. Soda fountain. There we go. That is the answer. That is the answer I was looking for. Soda fountain. So when my grandmother was telling me about this a couple months ago, she's like, "Yeah, we go down to the." She called it the fountain, and I literally thought she was talking about like a fountain that like shoots up water, like something that's like outside that you like throw coins in. She's like, "Yeah, we go down to the fountain." I'm just like, okay, like what? Why were people just going to go hang out around the fountain? Like that's so weird. And then I realized that soda fountain, she like later explained that it was called a soda fountain. So I knew that already. So then when I was looking this up for today, I was reading up on like soda fountains And apparently, the reason why I was such a and some of you probably already know this. So if you already know this, ignore this random unnecessary history lesson. But apparently, the like soda was not like a commonplace thing that people like had in their house. Like now I could go anywhere. I can go to like 7-Eleven, Walgreens, the grocery store. I can go to a fast food restaurant. Like there are plenty of places I can go where I can just buy soda or I can buy like cases of soda and have it in my house so I don't need to go somewhere to go get it. But back in the day, they didn't just have soda in the grocery store, so they would have to go to a restaurant to order soda, which is why it was like the hangout thing because it was like a treat for themselves on the weekend to like go down to the soda fountain to like buy soda. Everyone was like, wow, how the world has changed. Lachette got it. Juice bar. This does low key look like a juice bar though. You're not wrong. Like if I don't know if juice bars were a thing back then the way they are today, but this does give like juice bar vibes. I think I just gave us the answer. The correct answer was from Culinary Crime. It was a soda fountain. Okay, now I'm confused. Yeah, it's in a soda shop. Yeah. That's why I said like soda shop, it was the closest answer out of everything that everybody said. Soda shop was like the closest thing to being correct. Oh, someone said soda fountain? I mean, yeah, somebody said soda fountain earlier. Did someone say that? Maybe I missed that. Hold on. Oh, yeah, you're right. Did not see that. That's my bad. Points for the vampire. My bad. I must have skipped that one. Whoopsies. Now to figure out where I left off. I think it was here. Not old enough, but I've never heard anyone call them the fountain. Yeah. The first time I heard it was when my grandmother said it a couple months ago. She said it like it was so casual, like we still have them today. That's why when she said it, I thought she was talking about like a water fountain. She was like, yeah, we used to go down to the fountain, like super like casual, like I'm her age, like we used to go down there together. I'm like, huh? Yes, you did. Sorry about that. Oh, it's regional. Okay, interesting. Yep, did know that. Yep. Glenda saying hello to everyone. Hello to Glenda. Yep, she did. You're right. I agree with everyone. Looks like Jamie did. Yep. Yep. That's my bad. All right. Moving on to the next one. I'm not sure if this is the last one or not, but let's see if you can guess what this is. And this is not the last one. What is this thingy? It was definitely a Midwest. Interesting. My grandmother, where's my grandmother from? Jersey, I think. I think that's where she's from. Soda fountains were in all the places we mentioned. Yeah, that's why I was like those are not wrong answers, but they're not the answer that I'm looking for. Human Lindy Hop, Bandstand, correct. American Bandstand. Another point. The vampires are dominating. I don't know what's happening right now, but the vampires are dominating right now. Stick hop, jive, sock hop, sock hop, American Bandstand. Yep, it is Bandstand. Very nice. Very nicely done. All right, next one. This will be interesting. See if anybody knows what this is. I didn't even know this existed until today. What is this thingy? Who knows what the picture that is like at the top is one side of it, and then the other picture is like angle, like a different angle of the same object. So it's not two different objects. It's the same object. The pictures are taken from different angles, so you can see both sides. Hello, Amal. How are you? Human camera, microscope. Let's see what others have to say. What other people think it is. Human microscope. Let's see. I feel like this one might be a tough one. I find it hard to believe that I'm the only person that didn't know that this was a thing. A chopper, kaleidoscope, eclipse viewer, microfilm. Can't remember the name. But you know what it is. Interesting. Do you know can you describe to me what it does if you don't know what it's called? Because I don't remember what it's called either, to be honest. Meat grinder. Hello, Amal. Microfinch? I don't know what that word is. Let me look this up because maybe that is what it's called. Let's see. Hello, keyboard. Would you like to type? Method of storing information on transparent film sheets that contain tiny images of documents. Okay, no, it isn't. That is not what it is. Shoe shine kit. Hello to Amal. X-rays. Sonography. What does that word mean? High energy sound waves to produce images inside the body. Let me see. Okay. So there are some answers that are very close. I feel like if you combined some of the answers that are here, you would have the right answer. X-ray machine, sonograms with women who are pregnant. Oh, why am I? Yes, you're right. Sonogram. I don't know why that took my brain so long to process. Now that you've explained it, I know exactly what it is. Humidor. I've heard of that before. I don't know what that is. Shoe fitter. Hmm. I'm trying to decide who to give the points to because I feel like if you, like I said, if you take two answers and put them to, yep, there we go. It's the fluoroscope. That's what it's called. We'll give it to the witches. So this is an X-ray machine. So some of you said X-ray. It is an X-ray machine. It X-rays your feet like in your shoes to make sure that you're getting the right fit shoe or the right size shoe. So then when Cherie said shoe fitter, I'm like, we got X-ray, we got shoe fitter. How do we put these things together? But the actual formal name of it is a fluoroscope. So that is correct. Yep, it is technically an X-ray machine. Yeah, good. I didn't think anybody was gonna come up with the actual name of it. I didn't think anybody was gonna get that. So yeah, very nicely done. All right, let's see. So this next one is a activity, if that makes sense. Um, not like an object. It's not an object, it's not a place. It's like an action or an activity like how you guys were talking about different like dance moves earlier, like the jitterbug. We're not saying that this is a dance move, but it's like a thing that you do, if that makes sense. This was a thing that people were doing. Excuse me. Yeah, thank you, Cherie. Yes, that's why they got rid of them. They didn't last very long. They were pretty popular. Lots of shoe stores had them, but then they, very quickly realized the dangers of having those rays on people's feet, like doing that so often, especially for children, because children grow quickly, their feet grow quickly, which means that they're constantly getting new shoes, which means they were constantly getting X-rays on their feet over and over again, which was not safe or healthy. So they phased those out. Something I've never seen. Yeah, I had never heard of it before today either. Like today was the first. I was today years old when I learned that this was even a thing. Imagine go to the shoe store. Yeah. So basically, the picture that's at the top, that little hole, you like put your feet in there, and then the person stands on the other side, which is the picture that's set down at the bottom. They stand on that side and they like look through so that they can see like how your shoes are fitting. Interesting facts about the sonogram. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Like I said, this next one is more of like a thing that you do, like an activity. It was a trend. I'll put it that way. It was a trend that was happening at in the 50s, 60s. What is this called? What do you call this? Is any I again another thing that I had no idea about until today. I was just like, "Oh, okay. People in the 50s were weird." Oops. Fit in a box. That is exactly what it is. It is phone booth stuffing. Human dog pile. The correct answer is phone booth stuffing. Another point for the vampires. I did not know this was a thing, and apparently people were dying because of this, and so it very quickly stopped being a thing. But imagine if like social media existed while this was going on. Yikes. Big yikes energy. Human pyramid. Oh, thanks, Nightbot. You're back again. Yeah, this was a thing. This was a thing. Like this was like a trend. Like the same way that like if you guys like remember like the mannequin challenge or like the ice bucket challenge, like you had like the phone booth stuffing challenge that people were doing. Yeah. Yep. Very bored. Very bored. If we had phone booths today, yeah, I can only imagine what people would do with phone booths today. Wasn't someone were they? I don't know. Maybe. I have no idea. I call that a TikTok exactly. That's what I was like, just think about all the challenges that we do. Now I don't feel so bad. I feel like boomers like to like look down on and like make fun of and like belittle millennials and Gen Z as if they're just so smart and sophisticated and classy. But y'all were stuffing yourselves into phone booths with your butts on each other's heads, and you have the audacity to look at us like we're crazy? Okay. Okay, boomer. I was just gonna say weirdness, yeah. Clearly. Clown car. Phone booth stuffing. My mom did that. That's wild. We don't have phone booths anymore, so thank goodness, yeah. Thank goodness. All right, let's see. Was this the last one? Yes. So that was the last one. We are going to switch gears and move on to a different game. Jimmy Fallon is doing it, but everyone is standing up. Ah, okay. So he did it the safe way, not the way where you were like killing people. My dad did plenty of stupid things in the 50s. Oh, there's Nightbot again. All right, so switching gears, we are going to move on to our musical part of the evening. I think from here on, it's going to be a lot of music related stuff. So we are going to be guessing the song. So this is where the Vampire Diaries comes into play. So I am going to show you a scene, a picture, like a still image from the show, and you guys are going to guess what song is playing in the episode when this scene is taking place. So that'll be the first couple, and then there'll be a couple where it's the opposite, where it's like the reverse. So I'll play like the song, and you have to tell me like what episode or what scene or whatever this song was playing during. Hopefully that made sense. These are not multiple choice again. I'm probably going to have to consult Dr. Google. So best of luck. Hello, watching TVD. Yay! What season, what episode are you on? Hope there are wolves in the chat that have seen the show. Yes, thank you so much, Christina. All right, here we go. Still number one. What song is playing during this scene? What song is playing? Who knows? Season 3, episode 17. Okay. Okay, so you've probably met the original family by now. Okay, okay, it's exciting. Oops. No Idea Werewolf. Aerosmith. Never Let Go. I actually need to check because I don't remember what the answer is. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Sorry about that. It is not Never Let Go, but that's not a bad answer. I'm assuming that's supposed to be Goo Goo Dolls, or is Goo Dolls a thing? I don't know. Sorry, humans have seen TVD once all the way through, so I'll be of no help. Hunger. 100 Years. These are not bad answers. Yes, and we're at the serial killer part. Wait. Serial killer part. Oh, okay, okay, okay. With the, yeah, I got you. Something that goes, turn me around. Yeah, I figured that's what you meant. I figured that's what you meant. All I need. I think someone said that earlier. I don't think that's not. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me go back. Didn't someone say all I need earlier? Or no, did I make that up? Aerosmith. And, oh, no, somebody said never let go. That's what they said. Hello, Christina. Hello, Lachette. The correct answer is all I need. So, another point for the witches. Excellent work. One way or another. All right. What's this one say? Faster. Nope, you were right the first time. It's all I need. You were right. All right, next one. What song is playing during this scene? If you guys were at the watch along when we watched this episode, we definitely talked about this. So if that rings any bells, if you were there, you might remember what this is. Because we definitely talked about this. Yay, suffers. Nope, you're good. You're good. What song is playing during this scene? Does anyone know? It is a quite popular song. Some of these songs are like popular because like the show made them popular, but some of them were like popular before they were even on the show. So this is one of those songs that was popular before it was on the show. I don't remember what we talked about. Also, if Nicole was here, Nicole would definitely know because that's who I was talking to about it. But we were in the chat chatting about it. And we basically were talking about how Vampire Diaries has so many bangers in their show. And this was one of them. This was what started that conversation. Does anyone have any guesses as to what song is playing during this scene? This is one of my favorite. Oh, I think I said this earlier in the Discord. This is one of my favorite musical like moments in the show. This scene kind of lives rent free in my head because of the song. The artist. I don't know how to answer that question. The artist is female, I guess. I'm so bad with songs. Sorry. No, it's okay. I don't even know what scene this is. Brick. Paramore. The scene where Damon throws. Yes, that is correct. And yes, Elyses, you are correct. It is Brick by Boy and Brick by Paramore. And yes, it's a band. That's why I was like, I don't know how to answer that because the singer is female, but the people that are playing the music aren't necessarily female. So I'm like, I don't know if we're just going off of Haley, I guess female. Yep. Oh yeah, I forgot Keita was here. I'm like, Keita, you should know this. Yep, it is a band. It is Brick by Boring Brick. Another point for the witches. All right, moving on to the next one. Oops. And that's funny. Whoever, I think it was this comment here. Yes, I was wondering if people were gonna know what scene this was, and I was like, if you've watched the show, you know what this is. You know what's coming. Remember the combo? Yep. All right. Next up, what song is playing during this scene? Honestly, Paramore is very good. Love Paramore. I wish they would like come back and like make more albums because they are amazing. I miss that era of music. Like that was like the perfect time for that for me, the perfect time for that music because I was like an angsty teenager when Paramore was like at their peak, and so I miss that. Hello, Alicia. Just finishing up with dinner. Hope you had a good dinner. I know the scene, but can't remember the music. It happens. It happens. Congrats to the witches. Look into your. Actually, let me double check because I'm actually not sure what it is. I mean, I have it written down. Okay, now I know what it is. Look into your eyes. Give me love. What does this one say? Give me love. Give me love. The correct answer is give me love. Another point for the vampires. Very nicely done, Janelle. All right. Yes, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I need to go back and watch Vampire Diaries. Don't remember much. I mean, it's a lot. There's a lot that happens on this show, okay? So unless you are an unhealthy, obsessed fan like I am, I don't expect people to know the answers to everything. I have a problem and I accept that. All right. What song? Let's see if we can guess this one. What song is playing during this scene? What song is playing during this scene? Here's a cheerleader because I don't remember. It's all good. This will be an interesting one. Let's see who knows. Who knows? Mwahahaha. Lady Gaga. A loud one. I mean, yes, it is a loud song. They are at a party, so yeah, it would be loud. Who knows? Who can guess? Habits. Not sure what song that is. I don't know what Habits is. Maybe if I heard it, I would recognize it. This is also a song that was popular before it was on the show. It's not popular because of the show. It was popular before it was on the show. And this also, I think, is similar to like Paramore, where I don't know how to answer the question of whether it's a male or female. I think it might be more than one person that is a vocalist for this song. Like with Paramore, Haley's the only vocalist. But for this song, I'm pretty sure there's more than one vocalist. I'm almost positive there is. So what do you guys think? You're beautiful. Fallout Boy. No. Again, at any time, you guys can be like, we give up, just tell us, and I will tell you. But if you guys want to keep guessing, you're also welcome to do that. I'm fine either way. Feel So Close by Calvin Harris. Good guess, but that is not the correct answer. Panic at the Disco. I wish. Panic at the Disco was also like such a good era. Like Panic at the Disco is also like around that same era as like Paramore. Oh, such a good time. I miss that era of music. Can we just go back for a second? Cobra Starship. Don't remember the scene. You are correct. It is Cobra Starship. Are we there yet? I don't know. Do we know the song? We got the artist. Do we know the song? I love both. Yeah, like that was like, oh, my iPod. Yes, iPod. It's so sad. First of all, that those don't exist anymore. I feel like now that we have phones that have like Spotify and Apple Music and all the stuff on it, we don't need iPods anymore. But I do miss the time where we did have to carry around like a separate like MP3 player. They had my iPod, Panic at the Disco, Paramore. Like who else was out around that time? Like so, like even like Taking Back Sunday, like just so many like like bands, Run Republic, Imagine Dragons, like ugh, the good old days. The correct answer is "You Make Me Feel." You are correct. Another point for the vampires. See, never heard of Cobra Starship. I mean, they were kind of like a one hit wonder. Maybe not one hit wonder, but like they had like a one or two whatever. It was like during like again this time period like 2009, 2010, 11 like that time period. But they the song was popping. It was about back in the day. You Make Me Feel. Oh, that was such a good song. Oh, I love that song. Also, 303 and Metro Station were also out during this time. Oh, I miss these days. Y'all are just having me like all in my feels now. Good Girls Go Bad. I need to go listen to this song once this is over. You do? I think I might have my iPod Touch, but my iPod Touch doesn't have like my original music on it because I had what was the one called that had like a video camera? It was like one of the first ones that had like a video camera on it. I had that one, and that's the one that had all my music on it. Have no idea where that is. Couldn't tell you. Probably in the garbage somewhere. Haven't seen it in like over a decade. But my iPod Touch never had any music on it because that was what I was using to film my YouTube videos when I first started my YouTube channel because I didn't have a camera and I didn't have like a phone that had a good camera on it. I was using my iPod. So I didn't have any music on it because I didn't have any space on it to have any music on it because all of my storage was being taken up by video footage. Hot Mess. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Good Girl Gone Bad. Yep. That's what I'm saying. Even Leighton Meester, yeah, yep, she sure was. Don't know the answer, but having fun watching. Guess. Yes, make sure you drink your water. Yes, and Kesha, yes. I forget because Kesha came in a little bit after them. Like I think a lot of those bands were like 2000, somewhere between like 2008 ish and like 2009, 10. And then I think Kesha came into the fold. I'm gonna say probably 2009 or 10. So maybe like a year or two after she phased in. Because I remember when I auditioned for cheerleading, 11th grade, that was the song that we had to like do our thing to for the audition. And that was when TikTok first came out. Same. All right. Next up. So you guys are going to tell me what song is playing. And then we're going to talk about this for a second because I have things to say about this song. What is playing during this scene? Who knows what song is playing during this scene? I mean, Leighton was on. Yeah, I know what you meant. I know what you meant. Yeah, what song is playing during this scene? I think someone had. I just got lipstick on my hand. I think someone had asked earlier. Let me see if I can figure out which um slide it was. While you guys are pondering your answer to that, someone had asked earlier what scene was this. This is the scene. This is season 3, episode 1 at Elena's birthday party, where Caroline and Tyler finally go at it, in the best way possible. But back to this one. Do we know what song is playing during this scene? Oops. My Immortal. Hello? StreamYard? Are you there? Skinny Love. Human. Point for the humans. Very nicely done, Sarah. It is Skinny Love. Now, we need to talk about this for a second, okay? Because this was how I knew that I had a problem when it came to the Vampire Diaries. So, you guys may have heard there was this movie that came out maybe like a month ago called It Ends With Us. Well, a little small movie. You might have heard about it. And there is a scene in this movie where the main characters, Lily and Atlas, like lose their virginity to each other or whatever. And it's supposed to be like this special, beautiful moment. And during this scene, Skinny Love plays. And I could not think about anything else while I'm sitting in the theater watching the scene except trying to remember whose funeral this song plays during like in the race. I completely was taken out of like transported out of the movie theater and could not think about anything else except whose funeral does this song play during. And at first I thought it was Bonnie and I was like, is it Bonnie? I had to fact check myself. It was not Bonnie. Although the same artist that sings this song does sing the song that plays during Bonnie's funeral, which is why I got them mixed up. But yeah, I just don't know how to feel about that scene of these two people experiencing something that is supposed to be so magical and beautiful, while also thinking about the fact that Uncle John is dying. Like, I can't reconcile those two things in my mind. And I've seen It Ends With Us more than once, and it happens every time. Like, every time that scene comes on, I just start thinking about the fact that Uncle John is dead. And I don't know how to turn it off, you know? As Klaus says, like, turn it off. I can't. Yep, it is Skinny Love. I highly recommend. I always recommend people rewatch it. And then once you finish rewatching it, watch it again. And then once you finish it, watch it again. Yeah, it's a problem, you know? I'm sorry. All right, so now we are going to reverse it. Excuse me. So now we are going to I'm going to give you the song and you're going to tell me what scene you're going to like have to describe, I guess, what scene this song plays during. So we'll see how this goes. Hello, how's it going, Mystic? Also, for anyone who maybe is watching this on like the playback or the replay or whatever it's called, it is entirely possible that this next section might be completely muted because I'm probably going to get a copyright thing for playing these songs. And so I'm going to probably have to mute this section and like remove the sound from this video once it's like, posted. But if you're here for the live, then you get to enjoy the music. You guess. Yeah, more than likely. All right. Number one, let's play the song. Let me figure out how to do this. One second. I think I have to press this button. There also might be ads. Also, I don't know if you guys can hear anything because I can't hear anything. I don't know if it's muted. Oh, I don't think that was right. I wish I knew what I was doing. Sorry. Yeah, I can't hear anything. Do I have it muted? Can you guys hear anything? Okay, no. Lisha just said that she can't hear anything. So it's not just me. Oh, it's muted. There we go. There we go. What scene? Still no sound, still no sound. No sound? What? No. I don't know why it's no sound. I wonder. Hmm. That's weird. How come I can hear it and you guys can't hear it? Whoops. I don't know how to fix this. Does anyone have any ideas? Anything? You guys hear anything now? What does that say? Ah, nope. All right, well, I don't know how to make the sound play, but you guys can see at the top what the song is and who the artist is. So based on that, what scene does this song play during? I have no idea how to get the sound to play. I wonder if it's like automatically blocking the song. It might do it by like it might automatically be doing it. Like StreamYard might be doing it or YouTube might be doing it, like blocking the sound because it's copyright. I am using headphones, but I always use headphones when I stream. So like for example, like when I have like the timer, can't you guys can normally hear the timer go off even though I have headphones on. So I don't know why you guys wouldn't be able to hear this music playing even though I have headphones on. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know why it's not working. It was a part with Damon and Elena. The party. Oh, there was a party with Damon and Elena. The 60s Decade Dance in season 4. Hmm. This is a close answer. Vampire Elena. Lots of semi-correct answers happening here. Can you take the headphones out to see if we can hear it? You probably would hear it at that point. That actually might work. Let's see. Hello, play. You guys hear it now? Is that better? Yes? No? Can we hear it? Did that work? Don't recognize Calvin Harris songs by title. I'm a casual listener. I mean, same, honestly. Wouldn't that be Catherine then? No. I guess this could possibly. I guess this could possibly get into to address this. I guess this could possibly be getting into spoiler territory. So you know, listen with caution. Oh, still no sound? Oh, I don't know why it's not doing that. Dancing at the Club in season 4 for like 2 seconds. Oh, and the sound went out. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know how to fix it. Heard the papers blowing. What papers? Then nothing. Elena feeding for the first time. Yeah. Sorry about that. Let's see. Who do I think maybe I will split the points between Jamie and Sarah. Let me go back to find the Oh, is it? Is it see episode 4? Hold on, you might be right. I actually don't know. Let me see. Pull up HBO Max. Let's see. Let me plug this back in because I know as soon as I click on this, the episode is just going to start playing. Let's see. It definitely is season 4. I know that for a fact. But I don't know if it's episode 4. It may very well be. Oh, I thought I could tell from the thumbnail if that's the episode. I actually have no idea. Oh yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. 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 You are correct. It is season 4, episode 4. Shares. How do I do that? Is there like a specific thing that I have to like? Whoa, what just happened? What is going on? Okay. Is there like a whoa? Oh my gosh. Things are happening that I didn't ask. My computer's doing things I didn't ask it to do. Is there a way? Is there like a specific button that I have to click to do that? I know whenever I take my headphones out, it messes with my speakers. Yeah. But like the speakers are working, like I can hear it. It's just for some reason you guys can't hear it, and I don't know why that is the case. Because anytime I do anything, like when I have like let's say when I have like timers and stuff, you guys can hear the sound when the timer goes off. So I don't know why it's not letting you hear the sound now. But like I said, it could be StreamYard because I have embedded YouTube videos. Maybe some kind of way as this stream is happening, StreamYard or YouTube can tell that I'm playing music from another YouTube video and that it's copyrighted, and so maybe it's blocking the sound. So maybe it's trying to do me a favor so that I don't get a copyright strike. I don't know. But I'm on season 5 now, so previous seasons are getting blurry. I told you a lot happens. I haven't watched the rest since the first aired. It's all good. So yeah, I will give it to Alicia. Alicia, what team are you on? You probably said earlier, but I don't remember. What team are you on? I will give it to you. It is so they went to a fraternity party in season 4, episode 4, and that is the song that plays. It is during a party, like Sarah said. It is in season 4, like Jamie said. Someone else mentioned something about Elena feeding for the first time. It's not technically her first time feeding, but it was when Damon was like trying to teach her how to feed. So yeah, lots of like semi-correct answers here. And my mouse is stuck. There we go. Not on a team yet. So what do we do with the point, guys? Who do we give the point to? Dun dun dun. Enjoy Team Human. I'll let Alicia decide. Alicia, who do you want to give the points to? I'll let you tell me who I should give the points to since you were the closest to getting the answer correct. Come to werewolves. While we are waiting for an answer from Alicia, whoa, pause that. We are going to move on to the next song. And again, the same thing is probably going to happen. So it's probably not going to play the sound for you guys. I'll still play the video so that you can like see the title and the artist in case you want to like look the song up on your own. But I don't know how to make it play the sound, unfortunately. Oops. Play. And we have an ad. Love that. Let's see. Haven't seen season 4 since it was airing. Team Werewolves is the best. I agree with Sarah. I'll join Team Human. Well, there you go. All right. So we'll mark down Humans for the win, which is Bonnie Reparations. Team Humans. Oh, I can skip this ad. Sorry. Humans don't need any more points. This is true, but what's done is done. I'm assuming you guys can still not hear this. Let me know if you can hear it, but I doubt it. What scene does this song play during? What scene does this song play during? Season 1, episode 1. It's in the pilot episode. Do we know what's happening during this scene that this song is playing? You are correct that it is the pilot episode, season 1, episode 1. You guys are both right. Stefan's nephew discussion. Yeah. I'm waiting to see if anybody is going to say the thing that's in my mind. But Kaylee, you are definitely like the most correct so far. Yeah, I figured as much. It is when Damon shows up. It is. It is. I'm waiting to see if anybody again. There's something that's like specific in my mind that I'm waiting to see if anybody says. If no one says it, then I will give the points to Kaylee. But if anybody, there it is. He is looking. Yep, that is correct. So the points still go to Kaylee either way. Kaylee, what team are you on? Oh, werewolf. You said that already. All right. Point for the werewolf. Yes, is when you first see the picture of Catherine. Hello, brother. Just playing the video so you can go. Yeah. At this point, because I don't know how to get the sound to work. I don't know why the sound isn't working, so I don't know how to fix it. All right. Whoops. Please stop. All right. Moving on to the next one. What scene does this song play during? Do we know? Also, this is a strange photo, like artwork. Same. Ben Harper, I think. Let me see. There we go. This one is the title. What scene is this playing during? And I'm assuming you guys probably still couldn't hear that music. What scene does this song play during? Who knows? Let's see, season 2, episode 9. Let me see if that's right, 'cause that might be right, actually. It sounds like if it's not right, it's very close. I'm on the wrong season, I'm at season 4. Let me go to season 2. Episode 9. That is correct. It is season 2, episode 9. Yeah, I figured. Elena and Stefan hug. Possibly, I'm not sure. But there's something specific that is happening during this song. There's a specific scene that I'm looking for. Damon and that might let me think about that. Is that right? That could be right. I mean, it's not the scene that I was thinking of in my head, but that could possibly be right because Rose does come into the picture somewhere around this episode. I can't remember exactly when she comes to the picture. But yeah, there's a specific scene that I'm looking for that this song goes with. Obviously, there are like a lot of times in shows, there'll be they'll be jumping back and forth between multiple scenes, but there's one scene in particular that I'm looking for that is associated with this song. I'm waiting to see if anybody is able to figure it out. If no one figures it out, then I'll give it to Alicia because it is season 2, episode 9. But waiting to see if anybody knows the particular scene that I'm talking about that this song is associated with. Hmm. Close. You're close. Would you like to try again? I should have had like Jeopardy music. That would have been funny. I probably would have gotten copyright for that though. Let's see. Who knows? We actually just watched this episode during the watch along this past week. So if you were there for the watch along, then you probably saw this scene. Elena crying and stuff in. Possibly. Is she crying? I can't remember. Seven, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Again, as always, you guys are welcome to wave the white flag and I can give the points to Alicia, or you guys can keep guessing. Either way, it's fine. Well, just let me know what you want to do. Mwahaha. Elena blames herself. Mm-mm. I mean, some of these things that you guys are saying might be true, but it's not the scene that I'm looking for. There's a very like specific thing that is happening. Yes, that is the correct answer. So this is when Elena gives Catherine. Well, this isn't when she gives it to her. She gives it to her earlier in the episode. But Elena gave Catherine the book that Damon found in Isabel's office when they went to Duke to go through her research. He found a book that said Petrova on it, which he knew was Catherine's real last name. And so he gave it to Elena. Elena then gives it to Catherine. And then Catherine is kind of like low key crying, which we very rarely ever see her do, looking at old portraits of her parents who are obviously dead. Lady crying because she blames herself for all the bad things in town. Kathy looks at her family history. Yep. So we are going to give it to the vampires. All right. Next one. Let's see. Whoa. All right. Moving on. Is it going to play? These darn ads. Elena crying because. Oh, did I read this already? I think I did. I can never remember when it's Catherine versus Elena. That's why when you said it earlier, I was like, you want to try again? Like, you're close because you said Elena, but it was Catherine. Oh, I keep forgetting I can skip these. All right, so again, you can't hear it, but you can see the name of the song. I don't remember who the artist is. I mean, you can see her, but I don't know what her name is. What scene does this song play during? Who knows? I'm like trying to keep moving the mouse so that you guys can see the title up here. Because it likes to disappear. Not really. What does it say? It says ashes and wine. Ashes and wine. What scene does this song play during? Whoops. Who knows? This one is actually kind of funny. Not the scene is funny, but yes. Yes, it is. What for? Be more specific. What for? What is that conversation about? Season 2, episode 3. Is it season 2, episode 3? I don't think that's right. Although it could be. I actually don't know. Oh, okay. Apparently it is. Stefan explains vampire stuff to Elena for killing her brother. Matt and Caroline break up. Okay, so I have notes that it is the conversation about whether or not Damon knew he was wearing the ring when he killed her brother. And also, I have in my notes, Matt and Caroline break up. So the fact that both of those answers came in back to back like this, I'm going to give a point to the humans, and I'm also going to give a point to the vampires. Because you guys both got, I had 2 answers for this, and you guys got both of them. Damon Patrick, yep, you are correct. You are correct. All right, I think that was the last one. Yeah. So that is the last one. Now, I will let you guys decide what we do next. We can either wrap it up here. We've been here for about an hour and a half. I can send you guys on your way. I know that there's some other things happening this evening. I think there's some stuff going on for Fablin tonight, possibly. So I can either send you guys on your way. We can end it here. The vampires have the most number of correct answers, so the most number of points for the night. So they will be getting the 100 points to go towards their team. Or I do have one more round of games, or I have one more round of a game. It is still music related. So it's going to be a little bit tough because you guys can't hear the music. So you would have to look the songs up on your own in order to hear it. But we can either do one more round or we can call it a night and end it here. I'll let you guys decide. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to do. I actually didn't expect us to even go as long as we did. I thought we were going to be done in an hour. Not that I have anywhere to be. I'm not rushing you guys. I just am surprised that we have been here for an hour and a half because I was not anticipating that. So thank you guys for all of your interaction and engagement, participation. It's been a lot of fun. I've had a great time. Hopefully you guys have had a great time and that it's been fun kind of reminiscing on the show, reminiscing on music. It's been a great time for me. Yeah, hooray for the vampires. Yep. The vampires. You guys honestly killed it. No pun intended. You guys killed it tonight. I was not expecting the vampires to be on a roll like they were today. Congrats, honestly. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to do. We can either, like I said, call it a night here, or we can do one more round. Totally up to you guys. Let me know something in the comments. Oh, something is popping off in Discord. I can hear the notifications, but I don't know if it's my Discord or someone else's Discord. Another round. One more round. Okay, we can do that. I'm down. It might possibly make it so that another team wins. Maybe the vampires don't win. Who knows? If we do another round, there's enough points that someone on the winner by the end. One more round. I just joined the Discord. Oh, nice. Up for another round. Okay, cool. So we will do this last and final round. So this one is a little bit different. So this is not related to the Vampire Diaries, except for the fact that it is kind of related to the 50s and the 60s, which again is the theme of tonight's dance. So in this game, I will be showing you a song, and I have to show it to you instead of play it for you because you guys are going to be able to hear it. I'm going to show you a song, and you have to tell me whether this song is an original. Get it? Like the original Vampire Diaries, the originals. Whether this song is an original or if it is a sample from something else. If it is a sample from something else, the way that this is connected to the 50s and the 60s is that if it is a sample, it will be a sample from a song that is from the 50s or the 60s. So, are we ready to begin our last and final round? We're going to jump right in to the first question. Is this song an original or a sample? The first song is by Walk the Moon. It is called Shut Up and Dance. Like I said, I would play it, but it's kind of no point because you guys are going to be able to hear it. So feel free to, look it up on YouTube so you guys can hear it if you're not familiar with the song. But is this an original or is this a sample? Kaylee says sample. Chibi says original. Kita says original. Let's see. It is an original. So the first person to guess original was Chibi. The point goes to the werewolves. See, it's anybody's game. Literally anybody could win. There's enough questions here that you guys could potentially overtake the vampires, assuming that the vampires get no points for the rest of the night and all the points go to the other teams. It's possible that the vampires may not be the victors. Understand the original versus sample. So if the music that this song uses is a song that already exists that came out in like the 50s or the 60s, so there won't be any like trick questions. There's not going to be any songs in this lineup that are samples, but like, oh, it's a sample from a song that came out in the 90s. Like, no. If it's a sample, it's definitely a sample that is from the 50s or 60s, or it's an original. It's not a sample at all. All right, moving on to the question. Is this song an original or a sample? What do you guys think? Uh-oh, whoa, the comments super jumped. Alicia says original. Sarah says sample. Original, sample. Whoa, comments jumped. Sample, original, sample. This is an original. Another point for the humans. All right. Moving on. Also, be compelled to drink your water. Compulsion. Drink your water. Maybe I should set a good example and actually drink my water. All right. Sample, original. Yep, it is an original. All right. Next question. Is this an original or sample? An original or a sample? I have Dr. Pepper. Close enough. Sarah says sample. Original. Sample. Okay. So it's a mixed bag. I don't think we've had one yet where like everybody knows that it's like either one or the other. I feel like all of these have been like a mix of like what people think. Dr. Pepper Club. Okay. The correct answer is that this is a sample. Another point for the humans. I still understand, so I'm just guessing. It's all good. All right. Next question. Is this an original or a sample? An original or a sample? An original or sample? While you guys answer that, I will go back quickly just to tell you guys what song this is a sample of. So this song, Kick in the Door, it sampled the original song, and I believe I can't remember if it's the 50s or the 60s. I want to say it's the 60s, like early 60s. It is called Screamin' Jay Hawkins, or I'm sorry, it's by Screamin' Jay Hawkins, and the song is called I Put a Spell on You. That is the song that this song by Biggie was sampled from. Back to 1975. Is this a sample or an original? Biggie produced by Diddy, definitely a sample, even if you don't know the song. That's funny. Also, Keita and Lachette, since you're here and you brought it up, I need to know, especially because Keita, you're from New York. I need to know, Keita, if you have any plans to read the memoir, if you know what I'm talking about. I need to know if you've read it, if you're gonna read it. If anybody else knows what I'm talking about, I need to know who's gonna read it. Should I buy it? Do I need to buy it? Do I need to read it? What is everyone's thoughts? Okay, moving on. Jamie says original, sample, original. Another one that's like a mixed bag. Okay, okay. Lot of different. I know, right? I love 1975. I will say that these songs, some of them are very like me coded because they're just songs that I like and artists that I like. I'm a big fan of 1975. Not gonna lie. You know, the memoir. You know the one that came out recently with all the tea in it about the stuff and the people. You know, the stuff and the people. I'm not trying to get taken out on the internet, okay? So I don't want to say too much, but like the stuff and the people. I'm from. I know. Oh, you are? I didn't know that. Actually, I didn't know that. The memoir. Y'all know. Okay. I have plenty. I have plenty. Also, I probably should get back to the question. No, not Eve. That's not the one I'm talking about. But the correct answer for this is it is an original. So point for the vampires. All right. Next song. Is this a sample or an original? A sample or an original? I feel like this should be one that most people will have the same answer for. I don't think that this one is going to be as mixed of a bag as the other ones were. A sample, okay. Yeah, we're all on the same page. Okay. So the correct answer is sample, and the points are going to go to the vampires. No, don't need to read it because I know it. I know all the tea. It's New York. Everyone was talking. I prefer. Okay. I don't know her story, so yeah, we need to have a chat because I need someone to tell me what's going on. Oh, we had one person think that it was an original, but I think the overall consensus is that it was a sample, which it is. Kanye is always a sample, not the Kanye shade. That's funny. Blink twice for yes. Yes, this is a sample. This was sampled from Ray Charles's "I've Got a Woman." Next question: is this a sample or an original? Sample or an original? What do you guys think? Oh, the comments jumped. Sample, sample, original, original. Okay, okay. Lots of originals. Okay. I didn't know there was a memoir. I've just been seeing people say she said something with no source mention. Yeah, apparently there's a book on Amazon, and I'm just trying to decide if I need to get it or not. Ha! I'm not reading that. Hilarious. Guess that answers that question. The correct answer is it is an original. So a point for the humans. All right. Moving on to the next one. Is this a sample or an original? Sample or original? What do you guys think? I feel like this is also one that most people know what the answer is, so I'm expecting that this one will probably be pretty unanimous, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Sample, sample, everyone's saying sample. Okay. We got an original, we got a couple originals, okay? But mostly samples, mostly samples, okay? The correct answer is this is a sample. Another point for the humans. I think that there is one more left. I think. I could be wrong. Let me see. Yeah, I think this is the last one. Is this a sample or an original? Sample or original? What do you guys think? Also, I just want to go back. You can ignore what's happening on the screen. I just want to go back. Oh, yeah, that's what I meant to do. I meant to tell you guys for this one, this is sampled from a song called Last Man Standing by Gianfranco Reverberi. I don't know how you say this person's name, okay? I'm just going to copy and paste the name into the chat in case anybody cares. Yeah. Wait, did that work? Okay. That did not work. I was trying to copy and paste. I don't know why it didn't work. Oh, I guess I can't tell you who the artist is, but the song is called Last Man Standing by Gianfranco Reverberi. Probably butchered that name. So sorry. But yeah, that is what this song is sampled from. But back to this song. Is this an original or a sample? Original. Okay, we got some originals. Nice. Sample, original. Couple of samples, but mostly originals. Love the crazy song, so learning it's a sample was really fun. So I'll look it up later. Yeah, it is a sample. Somebody that I used to know was my song that was on repeat every day. All right, so the answer as to whether or not this is an original or a sample, the correct answer is it is sampled. Point for the werewolf. This was sampled from a song called Seville, Seville. Don't know how you pronounce that. And it is by Louis or Louise, Luiz. Louise, is that how you say that? Bonfa. So that is the artist and the song that this is originally sampled from, which I did not know until today, honestly, that this was a sample. I'm not surprised, but I didn't know. I'll be honest. But yeah, point for the werewolves. Very nicely done. Oh, see, I did not. Never seen that word before in my life until today. All right. And that was our last round. So thank you guys so much for coming. I hope that you guys had a great time. Our victors, I know that for those of you who were on the other teams, you were hoping that you would beat out the vampires, but unfortunately, vampires still have the most points. But thank you guys for sticking around and hanging out and being good sports about it. And I hope you guys have fun. Growing up with parents who played the originals, yeah, that's probably helpful. I didn't know most of these songs. But that's because they're all from the 50s and 60s, which not even born. Well, my dad was born towards the end of the 60s, but for the majority of the 60s, he was not in existence. So my mom wasn't born to the 70s. So yeah, Don't know a whole lot of music from that era, I'm not gonna lie. We need those. You're welcome, you're welcome. Thanks for coming, thanks for hanging out, hope you guys had a great time. Yes, congrats to the vampires. As far as content, obviously, you guys know Wind Down Wednesdays, which has been temporarily rebranded as Blood Bag Wednesdays for the month of September. But we'll be back next Wednesday. I think next Wednesday is probably the last Blood Bag Wednesday. I think that's the last Wednesday for the month of September for the readathon. I'm trying to get out to you guys the second video for the cast of the Vampire Diaries recommends me books. I'm doing the witch and the vampire. I have finished the witch. I'm sorry, I finished the vampire book already. I need to finish the witch book, and then I need to edit the video. So my plan originally was to have this video out by tomorrow, but that's probably not going to happen because I haven't finished the book yet. So sometime this week for sure, you guys will be getting the second video for that series. And then also be on the lookout because the last poll for the subscribers, followers, Mystic Readathon, whatever you want to call it, chooses my books. The fourth and final poll will be coming out probably tomorrow is my guess. Depends. I have like my brother's birthday stuff happening tomorrow, so I might get distracted. But my plan is to put that poll out tomorrow, so you'll want to definitely vote for that. Hopefully, you'll be voting for a book that is going to benefit your faction. But as always, they will be based on emojis, so you may not know which ones are going to benefit your team or not. But that's what makes it fun. Wahaha. You're welcome. Thanks for coming. I will go and finish signing up for the readathon. Yeah, definitely. Great. I'm glad that you guys had fun. Parents inherited their parents' records, so now we have a whole. Oh, that's awesome. That's not. I wanna beef up my record collection too. I actually just bought a pair of speakers. Because before the record player that I have is like you could connect it to regular speakers, but you can also connect it to the Bluetooth speakers. But I find that the Bluetooth speakers don't sound as good. So I recently, like I think yesterday, the day before, I bought a new pair of speakers that I like set up yesterday. They sound spectacular. They sound absolutely amazing. So now my records will sound so much better when I play them. Then they added their own plus tapes and CDs. Sounds like you have a nice little selection there. You're welcome. Yes, I will see you on Wednesday for Wind Down Wednesday. I'm glad that you had a good time. Please ignore Nightbot. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, guys. With that, we are gonna head on out. Watch-alongs will resume tomorrow. I know that there's nothing in the events section for them right now, but because I have to go and add them, I usually do them like once a week at a time. So I need to go update that. But the watch alongs will resume tomorrow if you guys are hanging out with us every evening for the watch along. So hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow. And if not, of course, I will see you guys definitely on Wednesday for sprints. And then, like I said, poll pick will be coming up soon, probably tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow. And then part 2 of the Vampire Diaries Cash chooses my or recommends me books will be coming out this week as well. And with that, I will leave you guys to your own devices for the rest of the evening. Have a wonderful weekend. If I don't see you before then or talk to you before then, have a wonderful weekend. And yeah, I'll see you guys somewhere else, on the internet. Bye.